let me take you back to the Battle of Cannae, which took place on August 2, 216 BCE in the region of Cannae in southern Italy. It was a crucial battle between the Carthaginians, led by Hannibal Barca, and the Roman army. The stage was set during the First Punic War, which began in 264 BCE when Rome sent troops to aid Messina against Carthage. Rome emerged victorious from the war and secured dominance in the region. However, an uneasy peace followed, during which Carthage's general, Hannibal Barca, consolidated their power in Spain. In 218 BCE, Hannibal crossed the Pyrenees with his army and marched through Gaul, facing numerous challenges along the way. In a remarkable feat, he led his troops across the treacherous Alps and arrived in Italy. Over the next 16 years, Hannibal waged a relentless campaign in Italy. With the support of disaffected Gauls, he marched through the Po Valley in southern Italy, defeating every Roman army sent against him. Despite a series of defeats, Rome refused to surrender and adopted a strategy of avoiding direct confrontations with Hannibal's superior cavalry. In 216 BCE, the Romans appointed two consuls, Gaius Terentius Varro and Lucius Aemilius Paullus, to combine their forces and finally defeat Hannibal. They commanded a massive army of around 87,000 men, while Hannibal had around 50,000 troops. The Roman consuls positioned their cavalry on both flanks and arranged the infantry in a dense formation. Their plan was to launch a powerful drive through the Carthaginian center and then use their superior numbers to destroy the enemy's wings. Hannibal, aware of the Roman strategy, deployed his forces differently. He placed his superior cavalry on the flanks, with his best-trained African heavy infantry on the sides and Spanish and Gallic infantry forming a convex position in the center. Hannibal personally supervised a slow withdrawal of his center, enticing the Romans to advance. As the Romans moved forward, Hannibal's cavalry on the flanks attacked and defeated the Roman cavalry units. Meanwhile, the Roman center pressed forward, causing the Carthaginian line to bulge forward. Sensing an opportunity, Hannibal ordered his African infantry to wheel inward, collapsing the Roman formation. After the devastating victory at Cannae, Hannibal's cavalry regrouped and closed in on the trapped Roman infantry. The Romans, already disoriented and blinded by the dust kicked up on the dry plain, were unable to mount a defense. Over the following days, the Carthaginians launched attacks on both Roman camps, resulting in the death or capture of many more Romans. Only a small fraction of the Roman army, around 14,500 men, managed to escape, including Varro. The Carthaginian side suffered losses as well, with around 5,700 dead, including 4,000 Celts. The number of wounded was likely 2 to 3 times greater. Hannibal's audacious double envelopment of a larger enemy force was hailed as one of the greatest tactical achievements in military history. However, the Battle of Cannae marked a turning point for the Romans, who learned a valuable lesson. They would never again allow their full army to be drawn into open battle with Hannibal. Instead of engaging Hannibal directly, Roman commanders adopted a strategy of harassing his supply lines and disrupting the provisioning of his forces. While Cannae was a disaster for Rome, the fact that they were able to recover and continue the fight speaks volumes about the resilience and strength of the Roman state. Some criticized Hannibal for not marching on Rome immediately after the victory, but Rome was a heavily fortified city, making a successful siege nearly impossible. Instead, Hannibal sought to induce revolts against Rome. Parts of southern Italy, including Capua, did indeed revolt, along with Syracuse and Sicily. In the north, the Gauls rose up and annihilated a Roman army sent to reconquer them. Despite these setbacks, the majority of Roman subjects in central Italy remained loyal. The decades of effective Roman governance and the granting of citizenship outweighed the catastrophic events, and Rome continued its fight against Hannibal.